Greetings and salutations, my artsy friends. How is everyone today? So good, I hope. I hope. Is anyone here with me? Let's see. Look like I'm a little bit crooked today. Hey Laura, how are you? I'm so excited that you signed up for my Bible journaling class. We're gonna have so much fun. We'll get painty. Hi Nancy, how are you? So good, I hope. I hope that everyone is good today. I have so many painty, artsy things to share with you. I can hardly wait. So Keely is not here today because she is working at the polling booth. So, hey Rebecca, how are you? So, Nancy, if you would be my timekeeper, please. I will try really hard to pay attention, but you know, sometimes I just get myself all involved in paint. So, what's been going on in your neck of the woods? Is it rainy? Is it cold? Is it snowy? Is it sunny? Is it hot? Is it, here, somebody said that they got a little bit of rain, but that's not happening in my neighborhood. It's sunny, it's a little bit warm. I think it's supposed to be low 90s today, which feels kind of hot for the beginning of November. Ugh. But, you know, it could be worse. It's my dad always tells me that. It could be worse. There's always somebody worse off than you. Hey Kim, how are you? I am so glad. We have a nice full house. So are the house painters painting the outside of your house, Rebecca, or the inside? Because I just had the outside of mine painted. And that's a weird thing. I'm just going to tell you, because you feel like you're hermetically sealed inside of your house. And you kind of are. And it gets really stuffy inside. But then you walk out and, oh, everything. There's nothing like a fresh coat of paint, is there? It just brightens everything. And is it really, Jennifer? It's muggy there. Well, is this, you're coming into your summer? Is that correct? Would you come over, Rebecca, and help me paint the inside of my house? Because, Lord of mercy. You know what? I had a friend paint everything. And then, everything. I live in a tri-level. So the lower level and the middle level are all the same color. And then, it seemed a little bit dark. And so then I had another acquaintance who is a painter paint the kitchen, and I like this color so much better. But that was like 3 years ago, seriously. So I should have totally jumped on having him paint the rest of the house at that same color, but I didn't, and now he's retired. So now I have to find somebody else, because we have all these, because it's a tri-level, we have all these really crazy angles and funky ceilings, and it's just crazy. I can't explain it. It's just a funny house. Anyway. Oh, that's good. Oh, Laura, I'm glad it's nice in Florida. Okay. I get you, Jennifer. Alrighty. So let's start. Whoops. I just pushed you off. Sorry about that. Okay, so I think let's get started. So today I thought that we could, I wanted to talk about the way when I created the art printables, why I created them that way, and what my idea was. I mean, I think most people get it, but somebody told me that I need to explain it. So that's what I'm going to do today. So, hey Carmen Dudley, how are you? So good, I hope. So today is the pop-in paint party. We do them every Tuesday and Thursday. So this Thursday, I have another surprise to share with everyone, and I cannot wait. I am a licensed artist for 3 companies. Adorn It, which I've told you all about before, the Stitchery program, the Stitchery kits, and Funky Fossil Designs, which I debuted last week, and then on Thursday I'll debut the next one. Well, I can just let the cat out of the bag. It's Unity. I'm so excited. So I sent some invitations out earlier. I will send out more. I was trying to do it in between things. There's a big launch party on Thursday afternoon after my class, I believe. You know what? I'm telling you, stinking time change. So my class is at 2 Arizona time. That launch party is, I think, at 4:30 Mountain Time, which I think might be the same as us now, Carmen. I don't know. Anyway, I will put it out on my social media, but also don't forget that Saturday is my ornament class. Remember, all of the ornaments for Ornamentally Yours starts on Thursday. My class is on Saturday, noon to 1 Pacific time. So they are just before us. So that will be like our, oh gosh, I can't do math right now. I'm sorry. If it is 11 o'clock there, then it is noon here. So if it is noon to 1, that's 1 to 2 our time. So you'll have I know, Jennifer. I know. It's just nuts, isn't it? Stinking, oh. I mean, time zones are crazy enough, right? But once daylight savings happens, everything gets kind of mixed up. But so it is noon to 1 Pacific time on Saturday. So my thought is that my Let's Get Artsy Together Apart class will be from noon to 1 our time, and then from 1 to 2 Arizona time will be my ornament class. So I would love for you to join me for that. I would love for you to join all of my amazing friends. If you go to my website, you'll see this printable, and you will use the promo code Anne's Bauble for 100% discount. And then you're just gonna pull it from there and then print it on watercolor paper or heavy cardstock. Let's see. I think we should just start painting. So, so don't forget, so Saturday we are gonna do our Let's Get Artsy Together Apart. We're going to be studying a male artist. You're gonna need to bring everything bright, all your bright coloring mediums. And then you are, And your regular artsy arsenal, your black waterproof pens, your pencils, your white eraser, colored pencils if you'd like. You know the drill. All the regular stuff. Okay, so let's get started. So this is what my thought process was. When I laid this out, I really liked the trend of slimlines last year. And so I wanted to draw those. It was kind of a selfish thought. Like, I knew I wanted to fill a long skinny with designs. But then A2 is like the most popular, right? The most popular card size. And then I liked the independent piece of artwork because then you could layer it, like you could layer this on top of this, so then it's dimensional, or you could have it be a focal piece of art on another card base. That's what I'm going to show you today, what I'm going to do with my painted pieces. And then I did two sentiments, because sometimes you don't want to include a sentiment, sometimes you do. So this is what we're gonna do today. Let's see. Okay, so first I'm going to show you the piece. Okay, so here's the independent piece of artwork, right? So I have my card base. I have a piece of green cardstock. I have this die cut piece that I don't remember exactly who did it, but I will figure that out. And then if I say I'm gonna put something in the notes or something and I don't, good God, please remind me, because there's no particular, I just have a kind of a crazy brain. It's not that I don't want to, it just kind of happens that way. Okay, so I'm going to lay down the green. And remove this. So has anybody else kind of embraced the whole slimline cards? I just love them. I love that there's like lots of cool envelopes that you could use. There's lots of cool, people are coming out with all kinds of dies for slimlines. They're so I'm going to use Connect glue to adhere this. Hi, Christine. To adhere this kind of, it's like a basket weavy kind of, I don't know. I don't remember the name of it, but I will find out and I'll let you know. So I'm just putting glue kind of happenstance on here. Because there's going to be a lot of other things going on. You know how that is. You know what? I did, I bought some mini slimline dies when I was on my way to my mom's. I got some mini slimline dies at K & Crafts in Moorhead, Minnesota. So give her a call if you're in the market for those. Support those local stores. And then I got some other mini slimline things at Margaret's store, which is Winneconne Crafts in Winneconne, Wisconsin. She had some cool stuff too. And you know what's interesting is that they didn't both have the same thing. So that was perfect for me because I could support them both and bring home some cool new stuff. So I haven't used them yet, but Tessa did. Tessa did some cards with the funky fossil stuff. With the, okay, let's try that. Makes sure. With the funky fossil stamps, she did some mini slimline stuff with those. Look at how beautiful that is. Oh, I had a vision of it. I had a vision of it last night. Okay, and now I'm gonna fussy cut this flower. So I like to, sometimes I just like the watercolored piece, but I brought some stuff up today for to share some other cool things that I like to do to incorporate in my card making. I always like to make them different, you know? I think that's most of us artsy types, we kind of want to make it look unique, don't we? We want it to be like they couldn't get another one like it, right? So if somebody is special enough to receive one of your cards, you want it to be unique. So Nancy, have you done anything with the mini slimlines yet? So I got a few of the die cuts from Tailored Expressions. I just think they have like a superior product, Tailored Expressions. Their dies are nice, their stencils are nice. So I got a couple of their the mini slimline stencils and the mini slimline dies, and some envelopes, which I thought was fun. Even though I have the envelope maker from We Are Memory Keepers from back in the day, I just thought that their envelopes are cute too, because they are, oh, did you get the Tailored Expressions ones, Nance? So the envelopes are craft, which I love, because it just feels like the possibilities are endless. Like it's kind of like it's already like there's a layer of artsiness there already. You know what I mean? So I have a couple of ideas for this, and I thought, and you know, I might be using those ideas on other pieces of art today too. So I know I have kind of a lot that I want to like jam into one day, but you know, we will do the best we can to get it all done. Okay, so now I really like black splatters, so I'm going to get this is a number 2. Get a number 2 round, wet, and get some water on there and pull some black out. Kind of mix it up as best I can. Whoops. And then I'm gonna just start splatting. I just think this just always adds another level of interest, you know? And I kind of like it when they're teeny tiny splats. I mean, I like them to be randomly sized, but I really like it when it's just kind of speckly. So I'm gonna wash my brush, I'm gonna get my paper towel and clean up the black that's on there, and I'm going to set this aside to dry. While that is drying, I'll show you the next one, which okay, so this one, the A2, I die cut with a stitched rectangle, and then I mounted it on this, oh my gosh, look at this, with this amazing frilly die from a company called Gina Marie. Let me see, I think I have the packaging here. There we go. Gina Marie, and her stuff is just gorgeous. I really, so this die, and this comes in a slimline too. Shut it, which I'll totally be ordering because, come on, look at how beautiful that is. It just finishes off your card so nicely, doesn't it? But she also has this one that's called, I believe it's called like ball and chain or something like that. And I'm going to be using that on the third card, right? Yeah, can you see the ball and chain right here? See how it's like perforated, then a dot, then a hole, then perforated, then a hole, then I just love it. I just love it, love it, love it. Anyway, okay, so this, I'm kind of digging this black splatter, so I thought I would do some of that, but I also thought, because that's just a nice finishing touch, I think, with the black splatter. It just kind of makes it, gives it an instant, more painterly feel, I think. And you know what? I think while I'm at it, I'm gonna splatter paint the slimline art too. While that one is drying, we'll do this. It's like assembly line artsy techniques. Okay, so let that dry. And then I have, so now let's come back to this original one. So I also have my Dr. P.H. Martin's Bleed Proof White, which I think just adds another little something something. Look at, there's a blotch of water right there that I'm gonna try and soak up. There we go. All right, so I have a couple things. So I think I want to do some splats with this, but I also have this. Look at, it's clear shimmer spray from Avery Elle, and that just adds a little something something. You know what I mean? So I'm feeling like I should do this after I do some white splats. Do you know what I mean? And then I also have all of these doodads. I'm sure Victor has a better name for them. But I have all of these doodads that we can add. Uh-oh, one of them sprung a leak because I have little saucers all over. I just think they just kind of add those finishing touches too, don't you? All right, so let's open up the Dr. P.H. Martin's and clean our brush so that it's not, we don't get black. So I'm gonna make a little thing of white to splatter here. Ugh, I'm loving that. What do you think? Can you see it? Oh, I just love it. So I'm gonna set that aside to dry, and I think I'm gonna do the same thing here. And then on this one too. Looks like I need to mix up a little extra. I know it just adds a little something, doesn't it, Nance? I just feel like it's, and it's super easy, and it's, so effective, I think, for just adding like that extra. I'm not saying you have to do it every time or anything. I'm just saying it's an option, you know? We should all have all of our options open to us, right? I kind of like when it's like some of it's big and some of it's small, and I kind of dig that. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside to dry. Hey, is anybody watching the Great British Baking Show? Oh, can I tell you? I love that show. It's just the great escape during this crazy time of ours, right? I just feel like it's, and I will tell you what I love about that show is the contestants are super supportive and nice to each other. Like, I get that they're competing against one another, but they're super nice to one another. They're supportive. They're kind of like us, right? All right, so we did the painty part. We did all right, I think these might take a bit to dry, but I really feel like I might want to do that clear shimmer spray. I don't know. All right, so while we're waiting for those to dry, I thought I would share with you. How are we doing on time? Hey Joe, how are you? I thought I would share with you the Karin markers. I'm just gonna give you the heads up right now. I'm kind of in love with them. I know that comes as a complete surprise, but I am really in love with them. So, okay. Thanks, Nance. All right, so here are the ones that I have. I think I have 24, maybe. My aunt gave me this container for, because back in the day before the COVID, we were the house that hosted all the holiday parties and holiday meals, and I got it for Christmas last year, and guess what? Then the whole world went to hell in a handbasket. Anyway, so that's what I put my markers in. So here's what I will tell you about them. So what I have found is that they are, I've only played with them on watercolor paper. So that's the first thing I need to let you know. And the second thing I need to let you know is that they, so you can, the barrel is clear, so you can see where your, and there's this is clear too. Do you see what I'm saying? So you know where your, I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but my ink goes to here, from here to here, right? But as I use it, it'll go down. So I kind of know. So that's good to know. I'm going to share, so I'm going to use some, this is, what color is this? Apple. Okay, so I colored a little bit down there. I'm going to get some water, and then I'm going to move it. So just like any water-soluble, hey Nancy, any water-soluble medium, it moves with water. So what I have found is that they, and I really liked this lime green too. My friend Lori would flip out if she saw that. So I'm gonna wet my brush, tap it off on my paper towel. See, they look really similar, but look at them side by side. I'm digging that. So let's start with apple. Hi Denise, how are you? And then I'm going to bring my big brush, which is a 6. I'm going to wet it, tap it off, and then I'm going to start to move that green. I really like them. I will tell you that I got mine from, I think I shared with you when I got the first set, that I got them from Paper and I in Marshall, Michigan. So I'll leave that. They are called Karin, Karin. Ooh, and need some more Diet Coke. Karin Brush Marker Pro. Okay, so there is apple. And now I'm gonna go in with some lime green. Let's see what we, this is still a little bit wet, right? But you see how I'm just adding a bit? I find that they're probably gonna last a long time because you really, I find myself using them sparingly, right? So, I think that, okay, so now let's do this leaf right here. I don't know that a damp brush, I think, is the way to go. I don't know that you're going to, okay, so I have the Zigs too, Nancy. So here's, and I love coloring with them. And I will tell you, I color with them very much like I color with Zigs. I just apply a little bit of color and then I move that color till it's kind of where I want it to be. I let it dry and then I kind of reassess if I want to add some more or whatever. The thing that I will tell you about Audrey's store, Paper and I, is that she has open stock. So I picked like 10 colors and played with those a little bit. And then I picked out 14 more colors and then she sent me those and I've played with those a little bit. Like for me, I like to, especially if it's a new medium, I kind of like to play with, I mean, everybody has their colors that they love, right? Everybody has the colors that they kind of go back to all the time, right? So that's what I kind of like about stores that carry open stock, because then I can pick and choose. They're not horribly expensive. They're $3 a piece, not bad. And their colors are brilliant. Like they're super bright and like these brush markers would be amazing for lettering, I'm feeling. So I will play with that eventually, you know. Let's see. Cool Aqua, Arctic Blue. And what's this one? Turquoise. Okay. So these three, here's Arctic Blue, here's Cool Aqua, here's Turquoise, much darker. So let's start with Arctic Blue. Let's do some petals. And remember, it doesn't matter really how you put this down because we're going to move it with water. And I like just a damp brush. Not too watery, because you know I like to do a light layer and then build from there, because it's so much easier to build than to take away. I mean, you can, but it's so much more work. So I'm going to move this blue. I hope that everybody has signed up for Ornamentally Yours, because you are going to be filled with Christmas spirit. I'm telling you, everybody has just gone out of their way to bring the most beautiful ornament designs, and they're all just works of art. So everybody's brought out their A game, and look how pretty this looks with that lime green. I'm digging that. These colors are so pretty together. So the way you color with zigs, Nancy, I think is very comparable to how you will color with these. These, I think, are more juicy. And what do I want to say? The brush, I don't have a zig up here, I don't think, but the brush on this is much more substantial than the zig, right? The zig is quite fine. So you're gonna get more color on your substrate with the Karin. So anyway, just so you know. Okay, so I'm gonna let that dry, and then, okay, I think this flower is dry. Look how pretty that is. I just love it. So now I'm gonna take this Avriel Clear Shimmer Spray. So it's just gonna be shimmery, not too sparkly. I'm gonna shake it up so that all the mica or whatever the shimmery stuff inside is mixed up, and then, so it just looks wet now, but can you, I don't know if you can see, it will just get shimmery. It'll be so pretty. So let's do that to everything, just because, right? So we'll let that one dry, and then this one, yep. And then we'll set that aside, then we'll wipe again. How am I doing, Nance, on time? Oh. Hey, Pat, how are you? You know what, Pat? Can you direct message me Kim's email address? I didn't send her one of the printables. If you would, please. Let's see. What are we gonna do next? Oh, let's pick. Okay, let's do some purples. Okay, so for purples, I have these three. I have red lilac, pale violet, and violet. So I think I'm going to set red violet aside, and I'm going to go with pale violet here. I'm just going to sprinkle some color down. I'm going to pull that out. And it's okay if, you know, remember that we can just keep building with this color, right? And it's okay to overshoot the edges because we're going to die cut it or cut the edges anyway. I'm just going to keep moving this color around. All right, it looks like I'm going to need to work on these lines. Got a little overzealous. Just going to go light purple all the way to the edge. Hey Lynn, how are you? So we're gonna just do that jiggy jaggy blendy to the edge. Okay, it looks like we need to let that dry and then we'll come back. So if we did purple and blue, then down here, okay, a couple of options. We could do, all right. So for this flower, here are, okay, I have sapphire blue. That's pretty deep. I have ocean teal. So I'm feeling like this and this work kind of nicely together. I have cerise. Those two look nice together. And that's the red violet, remember? Or the red lilac, sorry. And then magenta red. All right, let's see. I'm feeling like maybe ocean teal and turquoise. I think that's the, Okay, I'm not going to be as overzealous as I was the last time. I'm going to put some color down and then paint it out and then put some more color down. I was a little too aggressive. Need to slow my roll. I really like the just that painterly, watery, watercolory quality. I was starting to think about like, what am I going to do for my background on this one? I did in my last order get, they have 3 sets of grays. They have cool gray, warm gray, and neutral gray. And so I got the cool gray. That kind of, that's usually the way I kind of roll. Just a second, need a drink. I usually lean toward cool grays, and so I thought that might be some nice, oh, stop. Oh, stop it, Jennifer. That's so funny. Well, you can, that's the beauty of brush markers, Jennifer, is that you can use them in so many different ways. They're quite versatile. If you're using them for coloring, as I'm doing today, that's one way. But you could also use them for brush lettering. Let's see if I have something that I can write on. You can use them for brush lettering. I'm not a great brush letterer, but does that, oh, that's pitiful. But you kind of get the idea, right? So I just like to err on the side of building color versus going in heavy-handed, because I feel like then you have to work so hard to remove color. Do you know what I mean? Let's see, where are we in time? Because I wanted to put those 3 cards together. Oh, they're still wet. Yeah, they're still wet. So I hope now you can kind of see the shimmer. So I was just going to finish these off, I was going to mount it on here, and then maybe put a ladybug on there, or some of these clear saucers. Oh, here I have some loose ones right here. Just because that would add another little layer of cuteness, right? Oh, it's only been 2 minutes. Sorry about that, Nance. Or I have these. These are kind of cool because they're, so I do have time to let them just percolate a little bit more. These are like, more like drops. They are, can you see that they're like a domed sort of, so it looks kind of like a drop of water, which might be kind of cool. On Saturday, I did not realize that my battery died at the end of, and luckily it was right at the end of class. So I'm trying to make sure that I'm all charged up and, you know. So I think, oh, I have 2 sentiments. So a couple things. So I have, I'm terribly fond of you and utterly smitten. So I feel like I'm gonna put the sentiments on the slimline and the A2, and then leave this one without sentiment, because I feel like there's kind of already so much going on. Do you know what I mean? So this one's still quite wet. So since I have time, I'm gonna set that aside, and I'm gonna paint a little bit more. Let's see. Oh, cool aqua turquoise. Let's see. pull that out. Ooh, look at that. And look at how pretty it is with that ocean teal. I'm kind of digging that. So I'm just going to move that around. Thank you all so much for, no, it was me, Nancy. Thank you all so much for posting your beautiful creations in the private Facebook group. It just delights me. And seriously, I'm so impressed with everyone's enthusiasm and ability to just embrace whatever crazy thing I throw your way. You all just embrace it, and oh my gosh, I'm just loving the combination of these two colors together. And I like painting right over the edge, because then I really like when you die cut it and it's let's see, like this, where the die cut goes right over the painty part. I love that. So I've had quite a bit of water, so this is really puffing up. It'll flatten back out. Or I'll stick it between two books. I've done that plenty of times. Seriously, that is so pretty. So, you know, just play with your mediums, and you will have a million happy accidents like that, you know? They are, but I wouldn't say one is better than the other, Nance. They're just different. Okay, so now I'm gonna come back in with the deeper purple. What is this one? Violet blue. Wet, tap off, and then pull out. So you know what? I will tell you one interesting thing that I've noticed with these markers. As you're pulling it out, see, this doesn't look like violet blue to me. It looks like violet red. But watch how it dries. It's kind of the craziest thing. Like it just, it dries a little bit different every time. And it's cool, just this coolest exercise in, I mean, I think like as I get to know them, I will know their capabilities more, but this is just like the third time I've played with them. So but I will tell you, like, I'm pleasantly surprised at how much I like them. And it made me, you know, once I played with them the first time, I saw the areas of colors that I wanted to grow my collection. That's for sure. So be sure to check out my social media tomorrow. I think I talked to you about that. Michelle Houghton is our guest designer for November, and she is the queen of Copic coloring, and so she has some amazing stuff coming out for us this month. And I believe tomorrow there's a video, so you're going to want to check that out. She's just a wealth of knowledge with Copics, And know that even if you're not a Copic colorer, you're going to pick up amazing tips from her, you know. Hey, Lenora, how are you? So Jeff had to go get his flu and pneumonia shot today at CVS. I know, weird. Weird but true. You know what? The first set of colors I got canary and amber, because I thought amber was going to be goldish, but it's quite orange. And here's canary. So then the second set, I got this color, which is gold, which is kind of more goldenrod. Look at that. Is that the most beautiful? Oh, so pretty. So I'm feeling like I'm going to add some canary to the center of that flower. Hey, Renee. Let that dry. And then this one, I want to do that gold. It's so pretty. Look at that. It's so rich and beautiful. I knew immediately, as soon as I colored it in my swatch book, I was like, yep, that's going to be a favorite. That's so pretty. So now I'm feeling like, what if I added a little bit of this along the edge of that, and then come back in with like a pretty dry brush and just tap that out. Cheeky Jakey, Jennifer. And then the amber, if I just barely touch some of that in the edges. I mean, think about that. You could do this with watercolors. You could do this with zigs. You could do it with whatever. Just build those colors. Hi, Kathy. Do you know what I mean? Just build that depth with your color, little by little. I'm just gonna tell you, I am loving these Karin, whatever. I'm loving them. The colors are so rich and vibrant, super easy to manipulate and move. So for this one, let's go. Oh gosh, Nance, it goes too fast. Let's try this. If I just do some dots of gold and amber, and then I come in, let's see what happens there. That's kind of pretty, multicolored. All right, I'm gonna set that aside. I will finish something before we leave each other. So this card, I'm feeling like I want to, I think maybe horizontal, but I'm feeling like I want to pop it with pop dots. So I have some right here. I'm just gonna, I am pretty generous with the pop dot because I don't like when it sinks in one area. Just a little pet peeve of mine. But you know, you do you. There will be no judgment from me if you're skimpy on your pop dots. There's bigger stuff in life to worry about. It's just a little something with me. All right. So now I'm going to peel them all. And I just feel like it's going to be such a, I just like, what's the word I want to say? I like artsy techniques, but I don't like them to take away from the card, if you get my drift. I don't like a lot of futz on my cards. I just like them to be, stop it, look at that. Ta-da! Which one of you is going to get this one in the mail? I don't know. Oh, but maybe, should we put some little saucers on there, maybe? Oh, or I have these. I have some of these pretties, and they're kind of, ding, ding, ding. Oh, all right. I'll finish, Nance. I just, look at these, are like the same colors. I wouldn't put too many, but look at that. Ah! I just love it. So there's pink saucers in this, you know, go see my friend Victor at High Supply. He has all of the doodads that you can even imagine. I did, remember the other day, I was doing that card with I'm gonna put it on Instagram, but I wanna show you here. So do you remember the other day, I think it might have been last Thursday, I did the I heat embossed with that crackling campfire, and then I painted with crackling campfire, and then remember we splattered it and we did some speckles of water, blah 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 blah. Okay, so do you see these elements that, oh, and I did the envelope too. Okay, can you see these little doodads? I hope that you can see the dimension on there. Okay, so here's what I did. So one of the products that Victor has are clay discs, and they're my favorite because I can do like a million things with them. Oh no! All right, I'm going to show you stars. The story is the same. Just this is shaped like a star. Okay, so what I did was the orange wasn't quite the right orange for this. So I took my distressed ink pad in crackling campfire and this little mini dauber, whatever, and I just tapped the color onto the orange ones, because you know what? I probably never used that orange, but look at, I was totally able to create my own custom doodads. Don't you love it? I do. I do. Okay, so now that I've just yacked your ear off for over 1 hour, I will bid you adieu and then clean up this big fat mess that I've made on my table. And then I have a new art printable that I'm finishing drawing today, and it will go live next Tuesday. So I have to work on that today. And breakfast time. Oh, I love that, Jennifer. Can I tell you, I love that we're friends from around the globe. So be sure to tune in on Thursday, because Thursday I am going to share my new product line with Unity before the Unity launch. So exciting! I can hardly wait. I can hardly wait. And then once you go to the Unity launch, you're gonna find all of the ordering information and so many cool samples using all of the new loot. So be sure to follow and like Unity Stamps, because then you might see, if I haven't invited you yet, because I think I might have joined it under my personal Facebook account and not my business one. So a lot of you are my friends through my business account. So I will try and rectify that today. If not, join, like and follow Unity Stamps. Their stuff is amazing, and I'm so honored that they asked me to join them. Seriously, I am over the moon. So until then, until Thursday, go out and have a great day and have a great tomorrow and make something artsy. And then join me on Thursday. Thank you all so much. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. I'll talk to you on Thursday, if not before. Bye, guys.